Business, people, as we conclude here on Unpop Review Entertainment. If y'all haven't understand the theme of this week, it was business, making money, Wall Street. We did actually Wall Street. We did shit, Wolf of Wall Street. And I had to be my black self because Mike Knox believes in one thing and one thing only.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
So I had to go ahead and do it right here, guys. We're going to talk strictly business. What is strictly business? Well, in case you don't know, but you should probably Google it because it's not a hard thing to do. It's because it's called Google. Strictly business has Tommy Davidson in it. Halle Berry's in this movie, and strictly as this is about it's about a young up and comer and Tommy Davidson who's trying to get put over by his black friend who's got the higher up, and he wants to hook up, but his boy wants the girl, and to get the girl, you gotta be a little hip. You can't be a square Uncle Tom ass motherfucker. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and talk about y'all this movie here called Strictly Business. We'll be right back, y'all. Unpop Reviews, The Wolf Pack. Let's get to it, y'all.
What do you expect me to wear, Armani suit?
No, but you don't have to speak and dress so...
Black?
Well, yes, black.
You are straight up whiter than the whitest white man. Then he meets Natalie.
I'm kicking it alive. You ever been to Harlem, Waymon?
You never been to Harlem before?
Hey, home dudes. What is going on?
Excuse us.
It's about moving up, making the cut, suiting up for success, and making an investment in love.
This is love. I'll tell you something, man. That ham is cooked, glazed, and ready to be sliced.
Tommy Davidson, Joseph C. Phillips, and Halle Berry. Strictly Business.
Your host, Mike Knox, and today I'm joined by the other two members of the Wolf Pack, because you can't be a wolf alone in the Wolf Pack by yourself, because my name ain't Alan. So I got Freckle Sensei joining me and Victor Moan Jr. Jr. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling, fam.
I am, I like the fact I picked this one, right? Because when we came up, Freckles joined the program, and we switched him out for the executive consultant. But no matter what, we will always do it.
Tonight's broadcast has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am, National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood.
That will never stop. Shout out to our fallen brother on the Tuesday show. But we brought in Freckles, and he picked I want to do Wolf of Wall Street. So let's make it about business this month. So he picked Wolf of Wall Street, film I loved as well. You guys did Wall Street, the sequel last week, which I wasn't here to get a chance to see that. Also thought that movie, to me, I would give it a thumbs up, which I wasn't here for. To give it a thumbs up, I would give it a thumbs up. But tonight I want to be something different. I want to do a little Vic. I want to out-Vic you on this one. So I picked Strictly Business, a movie straight up about New York in its finest. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been to Harlem. You know what I'm saying? What you know about Harlem, B? You know what I'm saying? But get your ass out of Harlem, get your ass kicked. You know what I mean? So
Strictly, honestly, I mean, I see what you're saying, but like that part of it was just very stereotypical.
This whole movie's stereotypical. Yeah. But we got Waymon. We got Waymon, played by Joshua Phillips from The Cosby Show, has a great job in real estate and a promoting future. But he is also, he's trapped in a loveless long-term relationship with a chick. I call it from. If y'all have never seen the movie I'm gonna get you, sucker. Don't make me hop after you. You know what I'm saying? But he meets Natalie. You know what I mean, let's just be real. It's Halle Berry or Don't Make Me Hop After You. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful club hopper, hipster, quickly falls in love with her because he hit that on the first night, by the way. Realizing that he's just not cool enough to be attracted to his own, so he seeks out help from his friend, his buddy, what's his name? Tommy Davidson's character, Bobby, in this movie. A free spirit, what they call him, a free spirited, smooth talking guy from the mailroom. And Waymon and his firm utilizes everything they can do to leverage to get the advantage for other companies. Basically, this movie's about one thing and one thing only. One brother who is in a better position than the other brother, who wants to get the girl, who can't get the girl without being down because he wasn't hood enough to get the girl from the hood. And that's what gets us in this movie. Movie came out in 1991. And I tell you one thing, fellas, while I get you guys on here, I enjoyed this film. I enjoyed it as a kid. What I enjoy most, if the executive consultant was here, he'd tell you, Vic, this movie was an hour and 20 fucking minutes long, Like that in itself. When I looked up, I said, "Damn, the movie!" Because I've seen this movie a dozen times or so in my life. I looked at the clock and I said, "Damn, this movie's really going through pretty quick." So I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, Freckles, as well. Your takes on this movie, strictly business.
So this was actually my first time actually seeing this movie because of the fact that when this movie came out, I was only 1 year old. So with that being said, hey, XR, love you. But yeah, so I enjoyed it, and just like the lovely goddess of Issa Rae, I'm rooting for everybody black. This was an all black ass movie. That we didn't even give a damn about the white people in the movie. No. It was all about the black people, and I loved it. I love the black culture. I love the 90s culture is going to be forever undefeated. The clothing, the style, the imagery, everything was perfect when it came to this movie. This was literally just 90s epic black cult comedy. It was a black cult rom-com, and it was an underrated movie. Like, I never even heard about the movie. I was like, what the hell is this? And I honestly thought Vic picked it because it felt something like Vic would pick. So I was like, damn it, Vic struck again, 2 for 2. But no, couldn't find out. It's my fucking mentor, Mike, that did this shit. But I gotta give him props. It was a great movie. I loved it. And I'm sorry, Vic, because you definitely did catch a stray. Because like I said, I thought you did pick it. My bad.
Go ahead, Vic. Your takes on this movie, man.
Well, I got mixed feelings about it because, I was
going to ask you that. Did it hold up?
Well, no.
1991. This is 2024. So,
I mean, like, you know what? Like, to the super sensitive people, this shit is mad racist. Right? So, like, it
really is. It really is.
What? But then, it makes you remember that, like, back then, things weren't as sensitive as they are now. I mean, and I don't know if that's a good thing or if it's.
I don't think it's a good thing. I'm gonna be honest. As someone who's 49 years old, we accepted, and we've done this for 3 years now. We accepted what was there to be accepted, but now that we know better, we do better. Yeah. Right? If we knew better then, which we knew better then, but Hollywood didn't care.
No.
Right? So they just put out what you put out. I mean, we reviewed The Jerk, for heaven's sakes. Yeah. And all the police academies, right? In Fast Times at Richmond's High. We've had our share of movies today that wouldn't be accepted today as they were back then. But this movie,
nerds will barely cut it.
Well, no, the other thing is that this movie, I remember seeing commercials for it, like on HBO and shit like that back in the day. And I always meant to watch it, but I never did. Okay. Right. And the main selling point was always Halle Berry, because at that time she was like the finest woman in America. You know what I mean? And look, they even end the movie with her.
Was this not her first movie? This was before Boomerang. This was before Boomerang.
I don't know. The only thing is just that, like, she was just the it girl. You know what I mean? She was the girl that everybody was taking pictures of at that time. You know what I'm saying? So she was in a lot, and this was by the time she was Storm, she was already old. You feel me? Like, she was like, hey, and she was fine when she was Storm. You know what I mean? So, like, freaking, just seeing her was just something else. But the whole moral of the story here was just like, listen, don't judge a book by its cover, no matter how it was raised. Like I felt like this movie was made or at least produced by Bill Cosby, just trying to push that, you know, like trying to push that like Cosby Show, different world narrative. You know, I mean, look, and mind you, there was a Hillary in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like Hillary had more swag than that the pencil girl. But when Bobby freaking said that she was a military chick, and your man just started laughing, bro.
Because he knew. He already knew.
No, it's just that, like, oh, listen, no, this society produces a lot of these power women that are just like, you know, do what I say, yes, mistress type chicks. You know what I mean? Like,
who runs the world, girl?
Yeah, straight up. And sometimes you just got to be on some no, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? They like that shit. But anyway, like, you know, the moral of the story here was like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, like I said before, and in many aspects, because you know, like you don't know who's for you as far as the love story goes. You don't know who you can assume about somebody doing you dirty, like the whole male thing, right? You could just assume that somebody's not going to be right by the way that they're dressed. And you can be assumed that somebody's not going to be smart by the way that they talk. Like there's just a lot going on here. And then the main thing that I like the most is just that, like, they literally showed how much white people don't care about each other. Like, just don't give a fuck. Like, there's money on the table, nigga.
That motherfucker the one boy just threw his boy under the bus. Yo, he was like, "Yo, just do this for me, and I get your head."
No. My favorite part was at the end when they made the deal, and the old man came through looking all judgmental and racist and all of that, right? But then as soon as he found out that the deal was closed, and $75 million is about to come in, what?
And that's what though. And he still played Tommy Davidson's character, but he say, "Well, where's my drink? Like, get your own fucking drink." It's the damn quote right there.
I was waiting for the white man to pick up a bottle of Eddie. I was waiting for that shit.
That's why I love, because this first of all, the cast in this movie, okay, it's so extensive, okay, because you have Samuel L. Jackson, obviously, mailroom. Samuel L. Jackson's in the mailroom in this movie, okay. Joe Torre's in this film, right? Tommy, this is off the heat and the popularity of In Living Color. So, what's her name? Marie Johnson, who from I'm Going to Get You Suckers in it. Of course, Halle Berry. Kim Coles is in this movie. I mean, Isaiah Washington at the bar. That's the problem with Isaiah Washington's character from Grey's Anatomy, right? He goes, "What you drinking?" He said, "Club soda." He said, "Nah, give me a double black." Like, let's get this man drunk. Like, what the fuck you mean you drinking? You drinking this shit in the club, nigga?
You saw how cocky he was after he had a couple of them minutes.
Yeah, the few was like,
like you couldn't even tell who he was at that point. It was like, wait a minute, this man got a whole different persona.
No, but his balls dropped, man. I'm happy for him.
I was.
Remember, ladies, if a man's balls drop, we want you to cuff him. It's important to cuff the balls. All right. It's always important. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. Tell you what we're going to come up with again. And then in a few coming weeks, what else we got here on the network? We'll be right back here on Unpop Review Entertainment. You listen to the Wolf Pack here. We'll be right back, y'all.
Did I ask you, Shotty, if you saw Beetlejuice 2 yet?
I don't know, but I have.
How was it?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, sorry.
It wasn't better than the first one, but it was still enjoyable enough for me for the entry to the franchise.
Would you have paid to see it, or would you have stayed home and waited for it to come out for free?
So you saw the movie?
Yeah, I saw the movie. That's why I know it's trash. Where are the Maitlands?
They moved on.
Why not? Hear me out. I don't know. Bring back the Maitlands. Or can we get Otho? But instead, we got Monica Bellucci walking around and literally sucking men dry. Beetlejuice was only in 15 minutes of the first movie. There were a lot of characters that people
and now this is more Beetlejuice. That's why it's Beetlejuice.
1991, when the T-800 came back, who was playing him? Was it Arnold?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't anybody else?
It wasn't.
It wasn't a cartoon. And you know what? It was a hit. It was a hit.
But you know what Beetlejuice was about? It was about Beetlejuice. That's what Beetlejuice was about.
Trash and more trash, okay? That's why it's called Beetlejuice twice. It should have been called Trash, okay? And if they make a sequel, it'll be Trash. I didn't even recognize Lydia. She was weak. I felt like I was watching an election. Lydia. I'm just saying, to me. It reminded me of Kamala Harris, how she was getting destroyed in every scene. And I said, this isn't the Lydia I know. She's not winning. She's not strong. And there was this guy, this older man, who was just taking advantage of her, like Biden. So maybe Tim, let me just hold on. Tim, I apologize. Tim's right here, ladies and gentlemen. Tim, I apologize. Had I known you were giving us a vision of the future, I wouldn't have called it trash. I would have just said, well, it makes sense when you skip a primary.
Michael thought he had it all. The perfect job and the perfect girl. But before they start their new life together, he'll have to meet the parents. Now, he'll enter their home. But before they can become a family,
aren't you gonna try some of my honey roasted ham?
they'll have to set aside their differences.
So, son, what is it that you do for a living?
I'm a cop.
And learn that love conquers all.
As long as he hitting that spot like he's supposed to, you know, everything is all right.
Who made the potato salad?
Well, a lot of movies coming up here, coming up real soon. Who made the potato salad? The Federation, check them out on Tuesdays. And I got to say this in agreement with them. I thought Beetlejuice was a terrible movie myself as well. My wife and daughter enjoyed it. I myself did not, per se. But we did not review that here on Unpopular Review. So comment below. Let us know your thoughts. You're tuned into the Wolfpack right now. Mike Knox, Vic Damone Jr., also the host of the SmackDown Penitentiary, and also the host of the Rated R, I call PG-12 show of the Monday Night Raw show, Freckles Sensei. Final thoughts, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm going to start with you, Freckles Sensei. Your overall thoughts of this movie. Is it worth going to see, yes or no? That's it. Fuck thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up to go see, thumbs down not to go see it. Or worth your time seeing it, shall I say.
2 thumbs up for this. This should be on every black person's watch all black bingo card. It should definitely be on everybody's black bingo card.
Yeah.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
That's all you gotta say. Halle Berry.
I think I got a glimpse of her nipple in it too.
Like that's all you gotta say. She was in this movie, and damn near her face card never ever declines. But overall, great movie, great score. I'm a sucker for music. I'm a sucker for score. Great soundtrack.
Teddy Riley.
Everything. Listen, if I tell people all the time, if I was born in the 80s and I can dance my ass off now, if I was born and raised in the 80s, I would have been a New Jack Swing dancer. Like I would have been a backup dancer with Heavy D and the boys. Like,
well, you know, what can I say? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I've
been killing it, but I can't sing. But I can dance my ass off. But anyway, 2 thumbs up. That's my take for it. Y'all will see me when I go time travel and dance with Heavy D and the boys and fuck the shit out of Halle Berry.
Victor Mojo. I'm gonna give Storm this weather delay. What you got going on, Vic? Final thoughts, thumbs up, thumbs down, best, worst parts.
I mean, I think it's something that people should watch because the movie's very progressive. I like, for example, another spot that I liked was when the white secretary that was getting yelled at came back and was just like, listen, and she checked old dude.
Yeah,
like
she held her ground. She don't yell at me.
You only yell at me when you fucked up because your man, he did the right thing, and these people, they try to get you.
Yeah.
And mind you, like my one of my favorite characters in this movie is just the heel white dude because he's just the Gordon Gekko of this entire movie.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't care, because it's not even about race to him, even though he's jealous of the black man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They put him there because that shit happens. But the thing is just that he doesn't care about anybody. Like the Italian guy that is his friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's
but
he's trying to guide him to be as racist as him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the other one right there. But then he doesn't even care about him. You feel me? So like that, just that whole showing about that in this movie, and that's why I think a lot of people should definitely watch this movie. Because especially being from that time, from such a time where like you know, like Michael Jackson's Black or White came out
Mm-hmm.
shortly after that. You know what I mean? It was just a
Mhm.
time where people were really trying to push this narrative of unity. So yeah, I'll definitely give it a thumbs up.
Oh, well, I'm gonna say they don't really care about us.
Facts, facts, so much facts
That part.
all day.
I'm with you with this.
That's on my playlist. That goddamn song.
Yeah.
Straight
It's
up.
not the truth that was living. Yeah. I give this movie a thumbs up as well. It's one of my childhood favorite movies to watch. I liked it. I want to tell you guys' opinion about it. That's why I picked it. Also want to be different. Because I've never been the biggest Tommy Davidson fan. For what it's worth. I think he does a great Sammy Davis Jr. impersonation. But if I had to choose between the Living Colors core 5, I would choose him last. I would go Damon. I would go Keenan. I would go Jim Carrey. I would go David Lloyd Greer before I went to Tommy Davidson. That's just me.
Yeah, he peaked that in Living Color.
Yeah, just never really been a fan of his, but I thought he held his own in this movie. I thought he was funny in this movie. Like when he said, I like the scene when he goes, sausage, wieners, pig in the blankets. You know what I'm talking about? And when he does talk about, you know, she's one of the military women, you know, left, right. And he had to laugh because we just saw this. She was like, I said to the left, Waymon. I said, yes. Now get off me. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, that was what. Oh my God.
I'll tell you one thing though. Tommy Davis's stand-up was popping.
It was. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was. It was very surprisingly good. I give you that. You're right. But movies for me with Tommy Davidson don't really pop for me. But I thought he did a very good job in this movie. Again, this was Halle Berry's first major film. This is before Boomerang, which came out in '92. It cost $3 million to make. It grossed $8 million.
Nice.
We're talking about a 1981 for a black movie, black film. This was very, very progressive, as you said already. What's going on, Charmaine? And it did the job, and it did a very good job. So thumbs up from all of us around here, from the Wolf Pack. Very good movie. I suggest you go see it. If you want to watch it, unfortunately, you got to take your ass and pay for it, or you got to figure out how to watch on the internet. Shh, I won't say nothing if you won't say nothing. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. That's our time. We're gonna get up out of here, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.